What's happening? This your boy Lewis Belt.
It's your boy Simba, man.
Deserey, aka Des.
And you're now watching Ignorance is Bliss. Are y'all ready to see some ignorant shit?
Well, watch this.
Bitch! Why do women cheat? You know, before I ask this question, you know, you the first female guest on the show.
Thank you.
Make a noise for that. Got a little Jenny from the block. I'm still Jenny from the block. I'm loving. So, you know, before I get into all the serious shit, you know what I'm saying? I thought of, you know what I'm saying? We thought of some legit shit.
Oh, I'm dying to hear it. I'm so
We
curious.
had an episode.
Shit.
We talking about why men cheat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the women out there watching the show, they like, y'all need a woman to speak for, because you feel me? We just basically, you know,
Speaking
Yeah,
from our
yeah,
ignorant
we
ass
just speaking
perspective.
from ignorant
Mm-hmm.
perspective. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad you here, because the question of the day is, why do women cheat?
Now, when it comes to women, as you already know, we are simply complex creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never really just as black and white. For us, it can be a number of reasons. A lot of times it's just, you know, kind of similar with men. It's sometimes we're just not getting what we need out of our partner.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's emotionally.
Shit.
But also,
That's what a girl told me.
no,
the emotional
it's emotional.
shit.
Well, it's also, it's like attention, emotions. Like, we need to feel fulfilled. We need to also really feel wanted by our man.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for women that I've tried to explain to men so much. Like, women just want to feel like we're the best to our man. We're the best. We're number one. We're your goddess. We're your queen. We want to feel like we're the best and that you want us.
Uh-huh.
When we feel like we're not wanted,
Uh-huh.
that can start to really, you know, affect your everything.
What
and
about-
over time, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. What
Nigga
about?
got manners and shit.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just. I'm ready to get
Niggas
it
ain't
up.
shit.
What I'm saying is, what about women who is getting that? You know what I mean? But they got a boring ass boyfriend or something.
Yes, I've been there. The thing,
Damn.
but the thing is, it's true. Like that, a girl can actually deal with boring. A boring can feel safe because they feel like I have him. He's with me. He's home all the time. He doesn't really have a life. He's not really kicking it with nobody like that.
Yeah.
And that can feel safe. And a lot of girls are cool with that. There's a lot of girls that will stick with that even though they know that guy's boring. It's not exciting. He's not technically fulfilling her needs like socially or in a personality wise, but he's good to her. He treats her right. He does the things he's supposed to do in a relationship. Some women though will still cheat for that excitement, for that thrill, for somebody who's going to make them feel alive as well. You know, women still have those things. Sometimes it's not always about just emotions or a guy doing things. Sometimes it's like the same thing. A girl wants to feel wanted. It's like insecurity thing as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes women get insecure just like men do, and they feel like, well, damn, I want to see how many guys want me, or I want to see this and that. They test, they test to see what level of a man they can get.
So
You know what I
basically,
mean?
what you saying is,
Some women, not all women. Like I said, it's just like with men. All men can kind of, like, there's like some cut and dry reasons, but for women, we are a little bit more complex. You know, like I said, everyone always thinks, oh, it's different from women. It's always emotional. I'm like, sometimes it's emotional. Yes, like that is a core thing in us. We do look for that in relationships. We look for that in men. We want that connection. And if we don't feel it, we might try to find it somewhere else. And usually it comes to us a lot of the times with women. Like, we don't really have to seek men out in the same way sometimes.
Exactly.
It always is coming to us.
That's why I be
the
feeling
time.
like, how you question if you want it? Because you can go outside and be like, man, I want some dick. And it's going to be good.
But it's not always like that, because a lot of times for girls, not all the time, just having like some random dick isn't really like going to do it for you. You can pretend. We fake it. We'll be like, all right. And then after we're like, fuck, that was just whatever. You know, because you have to feel some sort of chemistry. Like for women, we got to feel something. Some chemistry, something for us to be in the moment. Otherwise, it's like, you might as well just be poking me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, really though, for girls, it's like that though.
You kind of saying like, shit, men and women cheat for the same reason.
I really do think we do. I do. I really do think, especially in this day and age, women really do. It's
I
just,
disagree.
Except there are some more complexities. Like, we do cheat for some reasons you do, but we also have other things outside different needs that I think maybe is different than men.
I feel like women could control their cheating less because at the end of the day, they got some type of control. Like, they can control themselves a little bit more than men.
I think
nigga fuck some on some like
No, I think what
quick
you're saying.
shit.
I think what you're saying is women women cheat in a way where, like, if they cheat, most of them
Yeah.
usually got feelings for that person they cheating with.
And sometimes they don't. Now, this is the thing, is the difference between men and women. Like, women, obviously, are better at keeping shit to themselves. I know, I'm close with a lot of women, and I know I ain't a girl I don't know that hasn't fucked a few guys that they ain't ever, I'm lucky that I don't even know the details, but they ain't gonna tell a soul.
Yeah.
It's the plumber, the cable guy, some random shit on some emotional shit. They just felt like they needed something, they need to be fulfilled in that moment. It's not even sexual, really. A lot of the times, it's just the feeling of being wanted.
Yeah.
And this little low, this
I be seeing that on the movies though.
Because that's why sometimes you see a certain girl like, what's she doing with him? It's that guy's making her feel wanted. That dude who might not have the money, might even have the looks, is worshiping her. Yeah. He's making her feel wanted. Like, it's ingrained in women to feel wanted and desired.
As a dude, I be feeling like most time when you that guy, you always get played. Like, the niggas that's doing all that,
not necessarily,
but for the most part,
those guys end up feeling themselves and start being the one doing the playing themselves to that girl. I just saw a meme like that. It was something like a woman can have 2 degrees and get played by the guy who has to put his finger under the letters to read. And it's so real. It's so real. Like, a girl, it doesn't matter how smart or beautiful or talented, she will get played by just any kind of guy. It just depends on the situation she puts herself in. And those guys will start to feel themselves, well, I got her, maybe I can get somebody else even better. You know? And sometimes they're insecure about the kind of woman that they have, and they can start trying to degrade her and mess with her mental. And then she starts questioning herself and then trying to win. You know, that's another thing for women, winning. You know, that's why they'll keep working on the same man no matter how much he fucks up. You know what I mean? They keep going because it's something about winning. I hear that from women all the time.
Do you think it's something with them trying to win, or is it something with them trying to prove something to other females?
It's both sometimes. Sometimes it's to prove things to other women, or they just don't want other women to know they're not winning.
Because I'm a big believer, like, every man is, like, attracted to a female he never seen before. Like, if she cute.
Yeah.
And every girl is like, I feel like girls get fly and get dressed and shit to impress other girls.
It's true. That's a fact.
I feel like girls do that to
I know when I get ready, majority of the time, it's like, I know no guys are going to really give a shit about my eyeshadow or anything. They just see it as the full picture.
Niggas
girls are detailed.
Yeah.
Girls are like, oh my God, that blue, that purple, this and that. And they know exactly where you got it, what it is. Guys are like, you look good. You know, but for girls, we do it for each other, 100%. Like, sure, women like the attention from men sometimes, some women, but a lot of times you feel more validated when a woman tells you you look good, you look pretty, because you know it takes a lot for girls to compliment sometimes. You know, so that's true. But as far as, like, circling back to the cheating thing, like I said, sometimes it's not always so simple. Some women mess up. Some women can fuck up just like a guy, like, damn, why did I do that? That was just a moment. I had a moment with somebody, but it was just a moment. You know what I mean? I've known people like that. They do the same thing, and they won't cheat again. They're just like, oh, fuck, you know, I fucked up.
How many women you think cheat? Out of 10 relationships, how many women you think cheat? And then I'm going to ask you the same question.
5.
5?
7.
7? Ooh, shit.
I think in this day and age, I think back in the day it was different because women were more scared of losing their livelihood. You know, because women weren't as independent back in the day because they had to be at home, they had to be with the kids. They weren't really in the workforce as they have been in the last, like, 30, 40 years. You know, so now women have just all the opportunity in the world and all the independence and freedom in the world. They're making their own money, so they're not at risk. So they feel like, that's why divorce rates are higher. I believe it has to do with women having more independence. Because women stayed with men. People stayed together back in the day because they had to.
Exactly.
You had to for survival. The man could do really whatever he wanted.
Oh, mama's
you know,
real.
Whatever. And then the family unit definitely was able to survive better, which there's the pluses and minuses. And now families are pretty broken generally because of that. So it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like when we have our independence, we're able to do so much and elevate in society and in the workforce and the business force so much. But in the trade,
like women is superior now. It's basically what you're saying. Like, y'all feel like
we
has a lot to do
into our
with
power.
the cheating.
We've stepped into our power because we know we understand our options better. Before, it was looked down upon to be divorced. It was down upon for a woman to not, wait till she was married. A man could do whatever, but a woman has to always be this virgin, this angel. Where now it's like women have kind of come in and be like, we're sick of this. We're sick of this. We want to do what we want to do too. We want to kind of like, also like explore sexuality and not be shamed for it. And there's still shame. A lot of women still are looked at negatively. And I think it's everybody should be able to do what they want to do within reason, of course.
Why do you think?
I feel like you should be able to do that, but then you can't demand a certain amount of respect. It's certain shit, if you put on the line, you put out there, all right, you not caring about that. You can't say,
you can't
I can do whatever I want, but then when a certain person react to you a certain way,
I agree with
it'd be
that.
like if you walk around this motherfucker half-ass naked, don't be mad if a nigga want to grab your ass. Because that's what you show.
But this is the thing, though, about that. Like, I think that women shouldn't...
I'm not saying physically grab your ass, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga, you mad that, all niggas want at me is sex, bitch, that's all you promote.
But this is the thing. That's another thing where it's kind of like, you know, either or. Because with that, I do think women should be able to wear what they want, right? But I do understand that you choose to wear the most out there thing, a fishnet, bodysuit, something crazy out in the daytime, you should expect a reaction. But it doesn't matter. Men need to learn to keep them hands to themselves. If a woman is not inviting you into their space and being like, yeah, go ahead, then you don't have a right to. I don't think a woman should expect to be grabbed. I think that's a whole other topic, is instead of teaching girls how to not get molested or raped, you need to teach boys how to not molest or rape.
Exactly.
The thing is, that's also a society thing that needs to change, and it's kind of changing.
But you know what's crazy about that? This is what's crazy. I had a conversation with somebody. Like, we in, like, urban communities, we grew up on, like, a rape culture.
Yeah.
Like, we grew up on some, you see a girl with a fat ass, you run over there, what's up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of some, like, main shit.
I'm not saying with the whole grab the ass, like on some Donald Trump, grab your pussy shit.
No, but it's a man's world, though. No, it was, and girls used to be flattered by it, because that's what you were taught. It's like a brainwash, because boys weren't taught not to do it. It was like, yeah, be a guy, go get as many girls as you can. And girls, it's like, you really are taught, at least it's changing now slightly, but you are kind of taught that you need to be, like, made a certain way to be available, to be appealing to men. Everything's about being appealing to men.
I feel like the definition of hoe is changing, and motherfuckers want to respect wholeness, and there's no respect when it comes to wholeness.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
What, though? I agree with that.
It's like, bitch, if you a hoe, then just be the best hoe. That's why I like Cardi B. She like, I was a stripper, I'm this and that,
but
and I don't give a fuck.
She makes it very clear that she did not fuck.
Yeah,
she did not fuck for money. That
she was still was a hoe.
She calls herself that, I think, kind of also to take the power out of it. Like, you can't call me a hoe, I'm gonna call myself a hoe. I don't really think that she really means the real definition of a hoe. Rose. Yeah, and I know Amber. Yeah, and it's the same thing. And Amber actually is not what people think.
Amber Rose is a hoe.
No. No. Let me tell you. No. Our kids are friends. I've been her home. This girl, first of all, is usually fully clothed majority of the time. It's a persona.
I'm telling you, it's a thing
persona.
To get. That's her fan base.
I'm okay. She's a total sweet. Is she trying to look for love like every other woman, except it's in public?
Love too.
No, but it's in public. And when she was a stripper so long ago. But she's not. The thing is, she does wear things, but she does it on purpose, you know. She does it as a purpose. Like, there's certain people, like, this is a weird example, but it's a real example. Like, back in the day, Rick James out there in some silks looking crazy. Remember how he used to dress? Do you think that was just because he liked to show? He thought he was fly, but he did it for attention.
Exactly.
He did it so you would talk about it.
Prince.
You knew who are, and those are feminine, right? People would
Prince can't get mad at somebody calling him gay. You can't be, because he got
girls. But this is the thing. What I'm trying to say is, and obviously, you know, people will be like, oh, well, they're musicians, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This for her is what she does. She is a personality. She is like a sexual icon, you know. And for her, she is trying to make her own point, right? That's her choice. That's what she wants to do. She wants to stand up for women to be able to do what they want to do with their bodies and be sexually free as men. She's like, why am I a hoe, but this guy's not a hoe? And I agree with that. You know me, I'll call a dude a hoe the same way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, for girls, I try not to judge, but I feel like if someone's being careless with their body, like literally careless, not caring, that's different. That, I'm like, honey, you have no respect for yourself. There's a difference when girls will literally sleep with anyone. Amber is not going to sleep with just anyone.
No, like, anybody, you got to have some money.
Not even just money.
They don't sleep with anybody. You got to have some money.
It's not just money, but she just has her own, like any woman, thing that she likes. She has her own thing. And the thing is, when you're in the industry, when you're in the industry like that too, you're going to naturally date people in the industry. Just like regular life people date.
But she wasn't in the industry. Only reason she's in the industry
she got pulled into it.
She got pulled into it.
Because of her wholeness.
No, because if you remember, I could find a picture when
Where Kanye find her at?
No.
Strip club.
Okay, her wholeness life brought her into entertainment business.
They met at the strip
We
club,
talking Prince. Kanye West said it out his mouth in his music.
Did he? I can't remember.
But I'm saying, in the industry, as a Prince, his talents brought him there. Rick James, his talent. She has her talent is. She's in industry because of fucking with niggas.
But being beautiful. But this is the thing. There's a lot of girls that do that, and not all of them are able to do what she did.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying
Some
to say.
Some hoes are better than other hoes. Yeah, but all of them hoes.
She didn't do it by being a hoe, though. That's the thing, though. She was in a strip club, which doesn't make her a hoe, right? She met Kanye, whatever, they fell for each other. She was out and about, and she used to dress different back then. She dressed sexy, but she doesn't dress like she does now. And she caught everyone's attention. Everyone was like, who is that? You know, a lot of celebrities' girlfriends don't get that kind of.
I ain't gonna lie.
I done seen Amber Rose on 7 occasions. She is bad as fuck. When I see her, I'm like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie though. That's like the conversation we was having about the Kardashians. At this point, you gotta start kind of accepting beauty as a talent.
It is. It is. That's where modeling exists.
Because they're selling beauty.
And not everyone can
I see what you're saying.
It is. It's a gift, and also
at this point, you gotta look at it like
to know what to do with the beauty is the talent.
It's
to know how to turn it into a brand. Being a businesswoman is a talent, and that's one thing people take away from Kardashians because everyone hates them for it. But no, man, her mom is a freaking mad genius.
Yeah,
you know they know how to market, they know how to brand.
But they can't do it without black men in the entertainment business. Tyra Banks is a model if she gonna fuck Kanye West or anybody.
That's one thing I always.
It's not a mad thing.
Always hate because like the thing with them is like
man, I feel like my take on the Kardashians, man. They're my sisters.
Yeah, I feel like
you know what I'm saying? I accept them. They one of us now.
Because
I told you that on the last
only
episode.
uplifting and being positive towards black people and minorities. You know what I mean? There's a lot in the past white women who wouldn't even be caught.
Shout out to Kylie,
you know, on screen with anybody who wasn't white. They helped change that. You know what I mean? And they're unashamedly into interracial relationships. You know what I mean? They're very open with it. And I think it's a positive thing. And people hate on them for it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? So I just think that this day and age it shouldn't even be a problem.
I'm a Kardashian supporter, man.
I support. You know, in the beginning, I used to get irritated. I don't watch the show. Bullshit. I think the show is boring.
Yeah, I don't watch
because all they do is sit around and they're just
because they're not known for entertainment. They're known for sucking dick.
No, people like.
So they need to be having videos.
My thing, how I look at it. My thing, how I look at it is just like, you feel me? It's a lot of females doing what they doing. You know what I mean? A lot of females is dealing with entertainers.
A lot of bitches is home.
But a lot of them ain't getting shit out of it.
But why is it home? Because it's a female. Why is it
That's what I wanted to bring up before we went on this topic. I wanted to bring up. Matter of fact, let's say that for the
we ain't got too much time.
We're gonna bring that on the next topic.
Yeah. Let's round out. Let's go back to women cheating. Yes, the double standard.
We gotta talk about that.
Yes, we will talk about the double standard. But with cheating with women, I'll say it's like a lot of times, like I said, is women want certain things out of men. If they feel like they're not being fulfilled, if they feel like they're not wanted. Wanted is a big thing. I've heard that from countless women. They didn't feel wanted by the man. They didn't feel desired. Another man made them feel desired, made them feel more beautiful or new. And I think that's like that with guys. Sometimes it's like some other girl made them feel like, wow, she made me feel
like the boy.
You know, because your girl knows everything about you. Every bad thing you've done, and she's going to bring it up. We do that. We don't forget shit. A new girl don't know none of that. And it's like you got a clean slate, and you can be whoever you want to be. You can be who you are now, not who you were years ago when you might have fucked up. So this new girl makes it easier for you to feel excitement and happiness. You know, it's the same thing for girls too. You know what I mean? This person makes me feel excited. I'm new to him. He's not used to seeing how I look all the time. He gets more like your hair looks beautiful, your outfit. Where my man is so used to me, it's like whatever. It's similar things. It's very similar, and it can be emotional, but it could also be like some women.
Did we come to an agreement about that on why men cheat?
It was several reasons.
It was like some shit like that. Yeah.
It's like we all damn near cheat for the same
reason.
I really do think a lot. I think in this day and age, it is pretty similar. I think women have the same desires as men, but for some reason, for a long time.
I think women always had the same desires as men.
What I was gonna say.
It's accepted now, and they feel empowered and superior enough to be like, fuck y'all, like I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You feel me?
With certain shit,
Because I remember a guy trying to tell me science says men have to procreate, men have to spread their seed, and women, it's emotional. Women, I'm like, I hear that so much. Women shouldn't, or women can't. It's not okay because women get attached. I'm like, that's not true. Women don't always get attached.
Yeah,
you can see,
for real.
women can 100% shut off their emotions.
For real.
And every man should know that, experience it even in a relationship. Women can shut their emotions off on a man they love. What makes you think they can't shut their emotions off on a man they can give two shits it's about.
Exactly.
And they can shut it off. That guy will never exist again. They won't answer their call, ignore it, and look you in your eye and be like, "Hey, babe."
Yeah.
You know, it's a possibility. Just like it is, guys can do it. Women can do it too.
Nah, for real, I be forcing my girls to cut off that emotion shit. I be like, cut off that
girls
shit,
can
and
cut
they adjust.
They can look at a guy
Had them
like
feelings with them
this
other
is
niggas.
a friend with benefit situation, or we are both gonna get what we want out of this.
Yeah.
You know, girls can do the same thing. In this
For
age,
real.
girls like their options too, because they don't trust guys, and they feel like he's probably got someone in his pocket. I need to have someone in my pocket too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and then
it's human nature.
Yeah, and then some women don't. Some women are able to just turn the blinders on and ignore everyone. You know, wherever they go, they don't see them.
I do hear a lot of women that say though, if they get to that point of emotional feeling, they're not going to cheat. They're going to break up with a person.
That's how I am.
And I respect
I'm
that.
a huge karma person, and for me, I'm like, I just shut it off, and I'm like, if that comes to that point, I'm just gonna break up with the person before I move on, because I'm like, karma's so real, and it comes back to you in ways that you don't even.
And as a man, I feel like that's what the woman's supposed to do, and vice versa for the men. A lot of men cheat because they bitch ain't the one they want them to be,
but they
so
don't know
they
how to
cheat
break
and keep
it
them at
off.
home.
Exactly.
I believe that you're supposed to break up with it and then move on and be
because
the nigga you want to be.
It's hard to let people go because you get more. You're not in love. You're just in like complacency. You know, you're complacent. You're just comfortable. They know you. You're used to everything. She might handle certain business for you in the household or whatever it is that you have your routine. That's hard to let go of. And when that breakup happens, even though you might have other people, all of a sudden you do feel it, even though you might not still be in love with the person.
Niggas just be greedy. Niggas just want everything. A lot of men just want everything.
And now a lot of
you feel me? Women be like, I can move on. Yeah. Niggas be like, well, shit, if you gonna move on, move on. But niggas be like, I ain't finna break up with your ass.
Girls will do the same thing sometimes. They won't break up. I've known some girls, they won't break up with the guy, but they'll still tiptoe around. Was trying to see, maybe I can find someone better.
But them both people
go on
wrong,
little
for
secret
sure.
dates.
Yeah, that's
you
wrong.
know, and then come home and be like, I was, doing whatever. I mean, it's the same thing. I think it's like definitely in this day and age, it's a lot of the same reasons. Women, like I said, are stepping into their power more, exploring their options. I think this new generation that's coming up is the generation of the hookup culture. I've been saying that it's like so different now. They are ruthless and savage. Relationships don't last beyond the infatuation stage. Once that infatuation stage ends and reality hits, I feel like people just split. You know, I feel like it's actually, I'm kind of sad for this generation that's 21 and under, especially. I'm actually feel bad for them because I feel like they're gonna miss out on something great for their own growth because they just don't know how to communicate. Like, I know everyone talks about relationship communication issues now. Kids don't know how to talk because everything's through social media.
Everything on the phone.
Everything text. You try to talk to them, they don't want to talk on the phone. Nobody, back in the day, like especially when you were younger, you'd be talking on the phone to the person you're with for hours. Yes, you'd be sitting there on their phone, and the night before school or anytime when you get older. Now nobody does that. You just text.
All these kids on
and
the
you can be anybody you want to be on the internet. You know what I mean?
I feel it. So,
but that's one more thing I want to add about cheating. In this day and age, also because of social media, more options.
Hell yeah.
More options.
It's more accessible.
Easier. Now you can really find people. People can find you.
It's not good for the weak-minded person.
Exactly.
If you meet weak-minded, it'll fuck you up because you know you got options. But if you're strong, social media or not, you got options anyway. So you don't even acknowledge
these
the
girls
shit
that
like
become
that.
Instagram models or whatever. They start feeling themselves too because
Exactly.
they got all these dudes hitting them up.
Exactly.
Oh, my man ain't acting right. Oh, look at this dude over here.
You just got
a million followers.
You just got 100 more motherfuckers that ain't shit trying to get you instead of 2 nigga ain't shit niggas. It's the same shit. Y'all let us know on the comments. Out of 10 people, how many of them y'all think cheat? Y'all put y'all comment on. I appreciate you coming on here giving us the game. We got more episodes.
Shout out to the homie Dez, man.
She gonna be here for a few more. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all leave a comment and subscribe right here.
To the channel.
Subscribe right here and thank you. I love everybody.
I hate you, mother.